I mean, wintertime's the best time. It's not a good, not really showing you that right now, so we got to play some ice hockey today. But no, every winter we have more storms, so it creates more surf. Probably started that in like 7th grade or something. You got to be a little bit more dedicated to it. And when you're younger, a lot of our kids are youth programming and camps. It takes a little while for them to be as excited about wintertime, but we're lucky that all the equipment's got a lot better, so it's made it a lot easier to winter surf. I mean, growing up here, Ryan the Rocks is probably one of my favorites because no matter how stormy and messy it is, it tends to really break. It's just tough because it gets pretty crowded, but I'm lucky that I've been surfing here a long time, so I've worked my way up in the pecking order there, but there's still the old school guys who get their wave. It was 2 years ago. I mean, in almost 2 feet of snow, we have photos where we're up waist high in snow and then running out. So. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, I mean, we just had a good amount of snow, but the water temp doesn't change quickly. It takes a bit of time.
Yeah, right.
So December, January actually isn't as cold. February, March are colder months. That's when it's really. But a lot of, Northeast surfers try to take trips and warm up for a couple, week. I mean, you can last a while. You're just absolutely freezing every time. I mean, you go home and you put, you jump in a hot shower, and now you can last 2-3 hours. I mean, some guys run hotter than others. I mean, when I jump out in the wintertime, I'm paddling and I'm, keeping warm.
Yeah.
A lot of times it tends to be if you have heavy winds, the wind kind of blows right through you, so you get colder that way. I mean, Rip Curl, they did a flash bomb that won Sports Industry Manufacturing Award as far as like the best suit out there. Also dries in 2 seconds. So I was pretty heavy Rip Curl, but then I tend to stay warm. Either it's paddling or I'm just used to being in the cold weather. So now I'm pushing a little bit more towards O'Neill. There's a new Psycho Tech that's just, it feels like you're in a millimeter shorter. Like you're basically like, when you're in a 5.4, it feels like you're in a 4.3. If you're in a 4.3, it feels like you're in a 3.2. So the flexibility is amazing. So hard to say. I mean, I guess what you'll look at is guys might have a board that has a little bit more volume around here. I mean, if it's big, I like to be using my short board like a DHD, I have a DX1 or a Sharp Eye. But I think in general, you'll see guys maybe having a little bit extra volume just because when you're in boots, gloves, hood, and a 5mm suit, it puts on weight. And it's almost like paddling with resistance bands. So it's nice to have a little more foam under your belly so you can paddle easier. So I think guys tend to ride their board. If they have 2 short boards and one has a little more foam, they'll tend to go to the one with a little more foam. Hey, maybe we'll see you out there.